As I was a consultant before and worked for 15 years in various settings, I realized the huge impact that someone can have in a business as a consultant. But as I went through my journey, realizing that I want to see a huge difference in a person. And as I grew up in an entrepreneurial family, I realized that my father struggled and learned a ton in his own businesses over the long haul, where I realized that I could bring my knowledge as a consultant down to the small business owner level. I did my due diligence and looked at the various coaching outfits that are out there and the availability to me. And what I realized that ActionCOACH was the Cadillac of the various coaching programs and businesses out there. They provide the huge tool set and your own coaching support, so it made all the difference for me to choose ActionCOACH as the firm I wanted to join. So I was a consultant. I got my MBA in the mid-90s and went to work with Accenture and traveled around North America working for big companies like Walt Disney Company and Intel and IBM and Microsoft, various industries, and it was great. Lots of money, big wins with my various companies as we saved them money, developed sales and marketing plans, developed strategic plans, trimmed headcount, whatever. I did, whatever the client needed me to do. So I did that for a bunch of clients. And so prior to Action, what I realized from all those consulting experiences was that it was good money, but that I was traveling all around, and it wasn't good for my own family's sake. Okay. It's in my blood. I grew up with a father who was an entrepreneur, and at first I rejected the idea. Going through college and especially seeing my father struggle in his businesses and learning a lot through his experience, what I learned is that I didn't want a business at first, and so I went the consulting route, got my MBA, went to the consulting world, but then I couldn't get it out of my system. I said, a business is what I want to run because I know how to do it effectively, and so I wanted my own business that I can make the difference. I could have the control over that business and really shape it the way I wanted to have it. So as my own ActionCOACH practice has now grown into a firm, it's been an incredible chance to really impact hundreds of people in my own city. The change I can see in business owners' lives. I can think of many clients. I got an email just a few weeks ago from the wife of a client, and it was just a 3-sentence email. I really appreciate you working with my husband. The impact that you have had in my own life has been huge. She said, basically, you're working with my husband and his business has saved our marriage. And that was a great testimony. So that's what I really appreciate, the impact I can have in people's lives. If someone's considering becoming an action coach, I would encourage them to really take a look at what this career choice would be. Right up front, it's not a brick and mortar type business where you can kind of hire a bunch of people and then walk away or monitor it from afar. You are investing in a lifestyle, and it takes work up front. So be ready to work hard for the first few months, first year, to really get the client base built up. You have to be very successful in connecting with other people. People skills and your ability to sell yourself is huge in the action coaching business. So I'd encourage anyone considering this business to make sure that they have that skill set or that potential. But see, for me, I didn't have that. I worked as a consultant, and I never had to sell myself. So really joining ActionCOACH has taught me all about selling and connecting with people in that way. So that's a huge thing I learned along the way.